welcome to another very, very special episode of First and Last. Why is it special? Because it's my birthday.
Oh, man.
Well, by the time people hear this, it'll be like 3 weeks after your birthday.
This is fair. It is currently my birthday right now.
Nice.
I am Josh, by the way, and with me I have this guy, Joe.
Hey, man.
And another guy, Jimmy.
What is up?
Yeah, that's right. And
we're covered in confetti and balloons.
And cake. Covered in it.
There was a cake, and we just smeared it on ourselves.
you know, when I walked
Frosting.
into the room to record, there was just a big cake in the middle of the room, and Jimmy jumped out of it.
We're all in our birthday
It
suits.
was weird that you were naked though inside the cake. I didn't know why you had to
I mean,
do
they're
that.
covered in frosting. You can't see anything. You don't even have to. You wouldn't even have to blur this.
I'm gonna blur this audio.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Well, even though it's my birthday, I don't get to choose the show. Jimmy does. What show are we doing today?
Yes, I do. And so, I mean, do you want to do any of the, like, how does the show work, any of that stuff?
Sure, Joe. How's this show work?
We watched the first and last episode of a TV show and reflect upon it because it's faster than watching an entire TV show, especially if it's like 8 seasons.
I'm gonna go on a limb now. After 30 episodes of this, watching a whole TV show is for suckers.
It's going to be painful.
Yeah, we've watched like 27 shows. It's crazy.
Yeah, how many of you watched, listeners, in how many weeks? 27
Just one.
weeks?
30.
Just chopped.
We're on week 30. You say just chopped?
Just Tiger Castle. Just plowing through Tiger Castle videos.
Do it. YouTube.com/Tiger Castle.
All right, so I was quested with choosing the show today, and was really excited about it. Have a great short list that I'm super pumped about, but it needed to be short, needed to not be a 2-parter, so that we can get Josh just hammered.
Yeah, I gave Jimmy a couple things. I was like, I'm not picking the show, but we need to get in and out of this shit because we need to go to a bar.
Josh is going to a hospital tonight for his birthday.
That's not true.
So I found just the perfect show. This is a show we for sure talked about on this show. I shouldn't say we, because it was a show that you guys did with Claire.
Were you watching a show?
You keep saying show.
A show.
Say show
An
again.
episode. Dang it. An episode of First and Last that Claire did that she did not like. You guys talked about this show.
Claire doesn't like this show. What show?
I don't know if she.
I'm trying to.
Dang it. You guys talked about it on Family Matters.
Uh-huh.
Her grandma looked like a character.
Oh, I know what we're doing.
And it's Josh's birthday, and he loves dinosaurs.
Yes.
So we're doing dinosaurs.
Woo! I'm in.
Is there any punctuation in the dinosaurs title? Is it like dinosaurs exclamation
What do you mean?
point?
It's one
Yeah, there
word.
might be an exclamation point.
I feel like
I think it's just
it fits.
yeah.
When you post the episode, put dinosaurs exclamation point.
Even if that's not technically.
Yeah.
Even if that's not what's going on.
All right, I'll do it. You're gonna have to remind me in a week when I edit it.
I don't.
But okay.
I don't think
Well,
it
what do we
does.
know about this show?
It's a shared universe from Family Matters because the grandma is the same.
Same actor.
There's a lot of. I know characters. I probably know more about this than I should.
It's like a 90s family sitcom, but they just happen to be dinosaurs.
I feel like it is
Right.
Family Matters. Like I feel like it starts off. It's about
What
like
if they
Carl.
changed the mom's puppet in the last episode?
Maybe the
Just
baby
weird.
is Urkel.
Okay.
I don't think so though. I mean, the baby's there from the beginning. I think.
The only thing I really remember about this show at all is that the baby watches a TV show where the guy blows up all the time, and they always say, "We're gonna need another Timmy," or something like that.
Huh.
No,
Nice.
You guys don't know what I'm talking about?
That sounds familiar.
It's so
when
funny.
when you say that.
I remember that there is a baby,
Okay, yeah.
and he's like snarky.
Yeah, and he gets his dad into trouble all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Makes his dad mad, and then the mom walks in right when there's abuse happening.
Like two teenage dinosaur children,
Yeah.
one dinosaur baby. The grandma from Family Matters lives with them. Mom
Yeah,
and dad
crazy old
dinosaur.
grandma.
I feel like the dad's like a coal miner or something. I don't like.
There's a couple.
Yeah, he's definitely
he's
working
a
class.
logger. I think he's like a lumber guy, a lumberjack.
Yeah, he's like a John Goodman type.
Yeah. He puts on
Yeah,
flannel and his grabs his toolbox and he goes to work.
So how much like Roseanne is the mom then? Do you think?
Probably not.
I think she's more of a Jill from Home Improvement.
So I was gonna say like Marge from the
So
Simpsons.
we got a Dan. So we got a Dan from Roseanne, Grandma from Family Matters. Wait, we didn't go Jill? Marge from The Simpsons.
The Simpsons.
Meets Jill.
And then
Who, by the way, is in The West Wing.
everybody apparently is in. Oh,
Yeah,
and
she's great in
West
The
Wing.
West Wing.
I heard Lilith was in Wings.
There's 2 teens in this show.
Two teen dinos.
There's 2 teen dinos, and I feel like they're kind of like the kids from Married with Children.
Okay.
They're
Man, is that on someone's
Bud-
short list? I hope so.
It was on my list last week.
Oh man.
Yeah, so it is on my short list.
Nice.
Don't tell the listeners.
Like Bud. I feel like the teen
Bud
dinosaur
and-
is Bud.
What was Christina Applegate's character?
I don't know.
Doesn't matter.
No.
I
no
don't
idea.
think she's not. I don't think this teen in Dinosaurs is stupid. Like, I think she's smart.
Well, they were animals.
So
They're
she's
obviously
Lisa?
Stupid.
Well,
Are they just Lisa and Bart then?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Only I think he's a little more.
They're not all just the Simpsons.
So it's pretty much
yeah.
The Simpsons, right?
I feel
And
like
the
he wears
baby
a track
is
jacket though.
Maggie.
Bart would never wear it, or not a track jacket. What do you call it? Like
Letter.
a school, a Letterman's jacket.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like this dino does that. The only other character I remember is the boss, the Triceratops boss, who's just fuming and screaming all the time. Do you guys remember this?
No.
At the job, he's in like a little office like trailer, and this is what I think this first episode is going to be. Is like he has to.
I love this, Jimmy. What's gonna happen in the first episode?
I think.
It's my favorite segment.
Mm-hmm.
I think whatever Dad Dino's name is, I feel like this show is going to revolve around him and his experiences. Like every other character is just coming in and out.
Sinclair. That's what his name is.
Sinclair.
Like the gas station dinosaur.
Yeah, I like it.
That's my guess.
I think he's going to
Because
like,
I can't remember.
he's going to like be at home. He's like, man, I don't get any respect at work. And then wife's going to be like, you should go in there and demand a raise because you work really hard. And he's going to like, yeah, I'm going to go do that. And then he's going to walk into the Triceratops' office, and the Triceratops guy is just going to like put him right down in his place and knock him down several notches and make him just sad and cry. And then he's going to go home and like open a beer, and the baby's going to make fun of him. Episode 1.
Roll credits.
Then a meteor is going to be
man.
falling in the background.
Ooh, save your
That
finale
can't be.
predicts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I pretty much agree with you. I was trying to like think of what I think like the mom does, but I think she's just a stay-at-home mom.
Okay.
She's what's the Flintstones?
Betty,
She's Betty.
Or Wilma.
Wilma,
Whoever.
Betty is the other one's wife.
She's I Love Lucy.
No, Betty Rubble,
Betty Rubble, yeah, for sure.
and then Wilma Flintstone.
Mm-hmm.
We should do the Jetsons. That'd be a good show. Should we just watch the first episode of this show
Yes.
instead? Oh, okay. Well, let's get into the very first episode of Dinosaurs, and we'll see you after that. Peace.
I took a lot of notes, but I don't think they matter. Actually, I didn't take any predicts. That's fine. I'll come up with some
Cool. We are back.
And we're back.
predicles.
Oh God.
Whoa. Rolling right straight into predicts.
Jimmy, did you look up a thing for the show?
I was doing that, and I got sidetracked by
Well,
saying so
start this
many-
over.
Start it over.
Edit all of this.
So what's going on?
Nothing.
Hanging out.
Waiting for those tacos.
Oh my gosh, this is the worst.
Wait, are you done? Did you look it up?
I mean, this is literally.
Well, hold on 2 seconds. Shh. And we're back.
We are back.
We did it. We made it through the very first episode of the Dinosaurs show called The Mighty Megalosaurus.
Yeah, it's got a title,
I'm happy about that.
not a pilot.
I mean,
They didn't need a pilot. They knew this show was fucking gold from the beginning.
I can kind of see that actually. If someone just like walked into a room and is like, "Hey, listen, it's The Simpsons except it's dinosaurs, Jim Henson puppets," I'd be like, "Yeah, sure. Here's $1 billion. Go make that show.
Billion.
Especially
here's
if it's-
definitely more money than the show could possibly make.
Especially if it's Jim Henson that's saying that.
Yeah, right?
Hey, I've got a show.
Well, the show does start with like in living memory of Jim Henson. Like before we see the
Yeah,
show, it's
he's-
like, oh, by the way, he's dead.
He's dead. Maybe before
Super
it
dead.
starts.
He's been dead for a while.
I looked up there was like 2 like creators, writers, and one of them wrote like Charles in Charge and like a bunch of Boy Meets World episodes.
Boys Meets Worlds.
Boys and their worlds.
The boys meet a world.
Okay, so we watched The Mighty Megalosaurus, where Earl tells Baby the events. That's their baby. His name is Baby. Earl tells Baby the events surrounding his birth. Fran has one wish in life: a new set of pots and pans with mesh screens for lids. The better to keep dinner in the pot. Okay, Wikipedia, what are you doing? Earl realizes that he can't afford to buy the simplest of pleasures for his family, which leads him to ask Boss Richfield. I don't think we heard that.
Mr. Richfield, we heard that.
We did? Okay. For a raise. With disastrous results. A chance meeting with the escaped dinner saves the day and
Arthur.
job. Arthur. The little critter. When Dinner appears as Earl's new supervisor at We Say So Development Corp.
Oh, is that what it's called?
Yeah, apparently. I was trying to read the backs of their shirts. I couldn't.
Oh, they had W's on their hard hats.
Oh, nice. We Say So. That's good.
Yeah, I mean, it was like the origin story of the baby is what essentially it kind of was.
Yeah.
But giving pretty
Yeah.
solid dynamics of what the family's like.
And how Earl decides to, continue on with his family life because it's kind of new to dinosaurs at this point.
Yeah, they don't eat till they're young anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And he gets to be the king.
That was maybe the weirdest part of this is that the whole moral of this first episode was like the reason to have a family is because no one respects you except for your family and you get to lord over them.
Well, it's not even that your family respects you; it's that they have to.
Yeah, your family is the only place where you're the king, but it's and that's because you're so low on the totem pole in every other facet of your life.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a 1991 show, so
But it seems like they they make that point, but like the show kind of knows that that's like a ridiculous point.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
like Earl says that to the kids, and the kids kind of look at each other. They're like, "Wait, what?"
I mean, if your dad said that to you, would you look at your like sibling and go, "Wait, what?"
It's probably true for dads, but probably for everyone else, it's really that it's just mostly about family. We're here for each other, kind of a thing. You know,
I don't
Dad-
know, man.
Dad.
If this wasn't like
Okay,
a
Dad.
family oriented sitcom, the way he like that ended, like you're the king of your family, it'd be like, you're gonna
Yeah.
hate your kids, aren't you? Like,
I don't know. Should we get into why you should have a family? Is this the episode where someone cries?
nah, I don't want to cry today.
Or is Dinosaurs Josh's new Frasier?
I mean, I already have fond like feelings of the show.
Oh, good.
I'm not gonna jump onto the Frasier wagon yet.
Starting
Let's give it a
hot.
minute.
All right.
Let's give it a minute. Number one,
I'll give you one more episode.
my very first observation in this show that I don't know why I thought it was funny is that the dad wears a flannel and an undershirt but no pants. But like nobody wears pants. But for some reason he's funny. 'cause
Yeah,
he doesn't wear
it's
pants.
part. Well, he's got a big tail. Like you're not gonna put pants around that.
Yeah, that's not a
Euphemism.
functional. That'd be tough to tailor.
Just none of the dinosaurs wear pants. Does Charlene? I feel like if
I
anyone
feel like girls
She-
wear like dresses, maybe.
Maybe I didn't really. I remembered her like denim jacket and bracelets and stuff, but I don't
Mhm.
remember if she had pants or anything.
Just for Charlene is the sister, Robbie is the brother,
Mm-hmm.
Fran is the mom, Earl Sinclair. I was like half right.
Yeah,
Is the
pretty
dad?
close.
I didn't
Yeah.
know they were the actual. They're the Sinclair family. Baby's baby.
When you said Sinclair, it sounded familiar.
Yeah. Their food is named Arthur.
Mm-hmm.
His T-Rex friend is named Roy at work.
Yeah, he's got little arms.
Yeah.
I have some fun things of some of the voices of these people.
I want to know who Bobby is. He seems really familiar. Or Robbie, sorry.
I'm gonna
Ooh,
look that up. He didn't look familiar on.
He sounded familiar to
looked
me,
him
but
up.
that's
he sounds kind of like What's the name of Ferris Bueller?
Oh, Matthew Broderick.
Like, I'm sure it's not him, but he kind of.
I can see that. Yeah. And the only other person that sounded like familiar to me was Mr. Richfield.
The boss.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I thought that the boss was, he shows up in later seasons of Community, but he does a lot of voice acting.
Talking about Keith David.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think he's Keith David.
Okay.
Because Keith David was the voice of Goliath in Gargoyles.
Yeah, that's who I'm thinking of.
Goliath.
Nice. I don't recognize. So Robbie, his real name is Jason Willinger,
Okay.
Yeah.
and I don't recognize any other things that he's in.
Yeah, they're definitely going for like a cool teen like vibe,
Yeah.
like a Ferris Bueller or like I was thinking Alex P. Keaton, who was
Michael J.
Michael J. Fox in Growing Pains.
Mm-hmm.
That's definitely the vibe they were going for.
Charlene was voiced by Sally Struthers.
It's like a name I know, but I have no idea who that is.
If you saw our pic, you'd know who that is.
She like an actress that's in things.
Yeah. I don't know. She freaks me out. What was she in? She was in All in the Family. She apparently was in Gilmore Girls.
Huh.
Her name is
You hear that, Claire?
Babette. Her name is Babette. She was in the reboot too, so she must be a big part of that. Do you guys remember a Babette? Babbitt?
No, I definitely don't.
I feel like she did a lot of musicals or something. I'm not sure what her deal is. Okay, Baby is voiced by, his name is Kevin Clash, aka Elmo.
Oh yeah, it is.
Kevin Clash is that guy's name.
Yeah.
What a name.
I mean, he picked it when he joined SAG. Let's be honest.
All right, fair enough. But he picked a good one. And then, does anyone recognize Fran's voice?
Not sure.
Jessica Walter, aka
Really?
Arrested Development, aka what's her name from Archer?
Not important.
Doesn't matter. Archer. Her
I
last
won't-
name's Archer.
I won't be able to get
Yeah.
that name out of that voice out of my head now.
Right? Once I figured it out, that was all I could hear, and it was great. It's different because she's got some youth to her in this. Jessica Walter was also in. What else was she in?
Arrested Development.
I said that.
Oh, well, that's the only thing that matters.
All right,
That was a
fine.
long time ago.
She
And
was
then Jim Henson.
I think she was actually the girl in King Kong back in the day.
Oh, sweet.
No, that's not right.
She's
That was
bomb,
Sally
whatever.
Struthers.
No, the lady that I think that was in King Kong is the old white lady in like the American Horror Story shows. I don't know what her name
Old
is.
White lady.
It's one of those two people.
Literally every lady.
Meow.
Yeah, but not all the old white ladies in the world were in American Horror Story.
Fair.
I added some things to it. How do the fridge monsters work?
I think that was my thought. Yeah, at first I thought that was fridge monsters and that it's like a Flintstones thing where like, they help run the fridge. But I think that's actually their
just
like
food?
yeah, that's food
Yeah.
because they eat their food live, right?
But so they put, but
they
yeah,
might
well, I
boil
mean,
'em.
they tried to eat the one before they all their food is like lobster.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
They
Yeah.
wait until they're about to
They
cook
boil it alive. All their food.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. So that in the fridge, those things that we're grabbing at the beer,
But
those
they
are
handed her a beer.
Could be.
So I'm trying to figure out like if they were alive in the fridge, you can't have anything else inside the fridge
it'll
besides
just eat
the
everything?
hands because it'll eat everything.
yeah,
Yeah, I would just be drunk as shit and I'd be a little drunk fridge monster.
just chilling.
Put me in a fridge right now.
It's your birthday.
Challenge. Put me in a fridge right now and see me not get drunk. I'll get so drunk. Put me in a fridge.
So we got to take some
put
drawers
you-
out and stuff, but we'll get you in
We
there.
can get you in there.
I could fit it in a fridge.
Just you and some claws in a fridge.
Yeah.
I fit in a washer for extra credit in high school.
What?
I had a electrics class, like electrics class or whatever, or something like that. And for whatever reason, the teacher, there was just like an old washer in the back room. And then he was like, whoever can fit in this washer gets like extra credit.
You did not.
Totally did.
Fit in a
Why is that extra
How did-
credit?
I can't fit in a washer
Was
now.
it side
obviously.
loading?
Nah, man, it was a regular washer. It was like, I do remember a very like solid strike of fear. Once you get in, you're going, I can't ever get out of this.
Yeah. You're pretty gangly.
I was
I'm
gangly. I was
surprised.
gangly in college.
But like, why is that like a thing? Like the teachers just get putting kids in machines.
I don't know, man. In like 8th grade, I got extra credit for eating Spam one day in social studies.
Dude.
Sometimes it's like you probably, you got like 10 minutes left of class
Claire-
and like your lesson's done. You're like, shit, what am I going to do?
Claire's a teacher. She can probably explain at some point when she's on the show next about how just like she's probably just bored at work and just be like, I want to see kids do dumb
some
shit.
tricks.
And I'll just give them. I'll give them.
Stupid human
I'll give them
tricks.
5 points, which doesn't mean anything.
Yeah,
you know.
imperceptible amount
It
of
d-
extra credit.
Nice.
That was a great joke. In
Watch
this
the first episode of Dinosaurs.
Yep, he gets a imperceptible raise,
Yeah,
which is
they keep referring to it as imperceptible. It's great.
Like he refers to it as imperceptible as
to
a high
his
point.
own family.
Yeah.
What else you guys gotta say about this show?
Jim Henson's awesome. The puppets are great.
Yeah, they look good.
They're very. This looks expensive.
Yeah.
You think maybe they cut
does.
costs by like by being able to record the vocals later or something, or because maybe that's faster than recording a live action show? I don't know. Otherwise, it seems really expensive
there-
to have these puppets.
I guess one of my I just thought about that is when they're like in a scene and they're talking,
Yeah.
is there any like room noise like at all? Do you hear room noise?
I think it's all edited.
You mean like in the studio when they're filming this?
Yeah, I mean, like on Seinfeld when like people do stuff and like they set something down,
Yeah.
like can you hear it? Like
Nah,
I don't think there's any of that in the
there's
show.
No
Oh yeah, yeah. It's all
noise.
overdubbed later. Yeah.
So yeah, why wouldn't they
All
just
the puppet people aren't. None of them are the voices.
So what I'm saying is like you do something like that, you have people like you literally just have someone on the side of the thing and they just sit there and like, all right, now you go like this, you're talking right now, and then someone just like talks. Like
Yeah.
they
It's
say their lines.
Yeah, I'm sure like a director or someone is like reading the lines as they talk, so they know how to act.
Yeah.
Oh, sure. It's just an old school like radio show where they got like ratchets and like a tin in the back making thunderstorms.
Or they might even record the vocals first. That probably makes more sense. You record the vocals first, and then have the puppeteers puppet to the recorded.
I mean the
actors'
puppeteers
vocals.
are people in suits.
Right. I mean, that's a puppeteer
I feel
though.
like they don't, I feel like that does make sense, but I feel like they never do it like that. I feel like
It sounds like really hard to
I
be
feel
honest.
like the voice actor is always like watching the video and like doing it until they get it right,
Interesting.
and then they just
I mean, that's
edit
how-
the one that fits the best to the puppet's mouth.
You know what? I changed my mind. I think it's real dinosaurs and they're actually talking.
This is real time.
That's the only explanation
Show-
that makes sense.
Show's legitimately 65 million years in the making.
Nice.
I'm more impressed because I just feel like if they do the overdub or whatever, but then someone's like guiding them while they're doing it,
Yeah.
it's still a lot of like work to like. That's a lot of practice
Yeah.
for every episode. Like a lot more work than just like learning some lines and doing a 3-minute scene, and then just learning more and doing another scene kind of thing.
Yeah.
While not in suits, because I'm sure everything's super hard to see and.
Supposedly though, like most stuff, like all the voicing is done later these
What?
days. That
What-
like
what are you
that
talking
like
about?
all the vocals are like overdubbed. Like they
in, like,
go back
regular
in,
TV shows. Is that what you're
like
saying?
they go back in like TVs and movies. That's what our good friend Jay has said
Hmm.
to me.
He's a movie maker.
He makes the movies.
He would know. Interesting.
Isn't that? That'd be so hard.
I guess so you're saying you're doing your own lines, but you're still like
Yeah, right. You're
Trying
saying
to-
them, but you have to go back and say them again
exactly
because
the
there's
same
too
way.
much room noise and stuff.
Exactly how you said them before.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
That's kind of cool. I like the little like the little side like cultural that's what I'm looking for here. Commentary. Like the little like commentary bits where they like kind of hinted at what they could do with it in this episode, but they didn't really dig into it, but just like the stuff about it starts out with a newscast and the newscaster for DNN says there is a meteor coming and it's going to wipe out everyone. oh, this just in, not gonna happen. Like,
Yeah.
Just
I don't-
kidding.
I almost got a point.
like I
Yeah,
just,
you're like, oh. No.
yeah, I just thought that was
No.
real funny. And then like at the end, Earl says something to the baby about, yeah, we're the dinosaurs and we're gonna rule this world forever. And then he looks out, outside, and there's like two like cavemen, like they just like made a wheel, but then they smash it and turn it into a hula hoop.
Yeah.
And he was just like,
Classic.
yep, we're gonna rule forever. Like, I feel like those humans are probably gonna come back a lot and just be idiots.
Yeah, they're
But
going to be like
Just have
the
little segments at the end.
little
Yeah,
gags.
and just like have it be a commentary on like how like stupid people are,
Yeah, that's fair.
even though we think we're like so smart or so advanced.
I am so smart. I'll kill all the dinosaurs, Joe.
Just crush them.
I'll crush them with global warming.
Speaking of predict,
Too real.
Hey. Who's got them?
I have a few.
Cool. Spill it.
So we didn't see Grandma at all in this episode.
No.
So I think obviously I think Grandma's there in this episode, but like part of the episode is that they're like moving her out into some sort of dinosaur retirement community. That's a thing. Like she's going out to pasture with all the old dinosaurs. I think number 2.
A rural retirement home.
Oh man,
Yeah?
it's your birthday, so I'll give it to you.
It wasn't that
real
bad.
bad. Real bad.
It wasn't that bad.
Real fat. No, that's great. My second one is that I think so. You know how like, in a lot of sitcoms, like Family Guy, like the baby and stuff like never gets older, or like Bart Simpson never gets older.
Yep.
I think in this, because we have 4 seasons later, I think the baby is showing signs of age. I think like baby's a toddler. Like maybe even like 2 or 3 seasons go by and it's baby. But I think
Yeah.
in this episode, baby's like a toddler. Like it's got like it can walk, kind of.
Well, like
You're
as
not-
soon as he was born, he could already like talk and stuff.
He could
Like,
That's a
talk for
good
the-
point.
like he
You
seems
talking-
like already a toddler.
Okay, I suppose.
I'm
But-
Signs of age, though. Signs
I'm-
of age on the baby.
I'm smiling because I literally I did the kids. I did like 3 where the kids are at kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
And
Where are
for
they now?
baby, I wrote dash hasn't aged at all. I literally wrote
All
that.
right. I like it. I like it. Then my last one is that Earl doesn't work at, what is it? WeSoHorny.com.
That's our new website. We just
WeSoHorny.com
What
log.
is it? We
Yeah, he's a log jammer at WeSoHorny.com.
what? I forgot what it was.
I
have
don't
to read the
know name of
recap
company.
again.
We say so.
Recap.
It's called We Say So.
We say so. Earl doesn't work there, but his BFF Roy, who was in that first episode, they talk for about 5 seconds. He is like the boss of the trees place. He's the boss of the trees.
What happened to Mr. Richfield?
I think Richfield's extinct.
Nice.
Oh snap!
Yeah, meat-eating triceratopses are probably extinct. By then.
Extinct or gone?
But all right, I have a couple. Number 1, I think the early humans are becoming a menace.
Ah. I like to use the word early humans. It's like, is that like a more PC term for cavemen?
Yeah, man,
more,
you can't use
a more BC term.
Ooh.
You can't.
Is there a drum roll effect?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope, not it. Doesn't exist.
A rim shot.
Rim job.
Why?
The rim shot comes after the rim job.
Early humans are becoming a menace. It's moving along. Come on, kids.
Love it. Love it.
I think Arthur lives with them.
Why?
I don't know.
He's just a roomie.
I wrote that down before he started working for We So Horny Log Jammers.
Okay.
All right.
And so I was like, maybe because he was like, I'm gonna pay you back one day.
He's just like
And
renting
I
a
thought
room.
maybe he like lived with them and like did nice things for him or something like that.
He's renting grandma's room because grandma's moving out.
So I kept it. Yeah, she's going to the retirement home. And then I have one for each of the kids. My baby one was he just doesn't age at all, so he's just exactly the same.
Okay.
For Robbie, I think he becomes a rocker.
Ooh.
He's already got like a mohawk going.
Yeah, I
like
think.
he's in a band.
Yeah, like he's in a
He's
band.
already got a roar hawk
And that's-
going.
Gosh.
No,
Okay.
okay. You just can't use the same pun. The same pun.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. You used that already?
And then yeah. And then I think Charlene is like, I think her kind of role, she's obviously just like the annoying sister girl, like Valley Girl type scenario.
Okay.
So I think that she's gonna be like, I'm gonna travel abroad or like something like that. Like that's kind of what she's doing.
So people who travel abroad are just
No, like, but in like a really like entitled manner.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So this is a white family. That's what you're saying. These
Yeah.
are white dinos.
Hey man, I didn't say anything. Joe's probably
I
gonna.
think it's multiracial. I think Robbie's black, but I think
We'll see if we get
Okay.
any. Well, I mean, Joe's probably gonna see whether or not we get any brown dinosaurs in the finale. So.
I see the I don't see color. Anyways.
Do dinosaurs?
Good question.
I think the final episode surrounds that the news said that the meteor is coming. So it's finally time for them to, come meet the reckoning. But the meteor like just misses and like they don't actually end up getting extinct by the meteor. But then by the end of the episode, there's
Alternate
like
history.
they yeah.
Oh.
No, but then at the end of the episode, they're like, "Oh, it's like kind of cold out here, right? It's like getting kind of chilly because climate change is happening. Except the world's not getting warmer; it's actually getting colder to start the ice age, and that's how the dinosaurs get extinct."
Love it.
Bummer.
Yeah. So climate change. Number 2 is that Earl is a manager at the logging company.
No longer a log jammer.
Yeah, he's moved up. Robbie's going to college,
Of course.
and they have a pet, kind of like how the Flintstones had a pet dinosaur. They have a pet. I don't know. It wouldn't be another dinosaur though, right?
You tell us, man.
Yeah, it's your prediction.
Maybe they're
If I say what it is, I get points if they get
okay.
a pet.
They have a pet. They have a pet human.
Is he becoming a menace?
Nope, he's fine. He's totally domesticated. He poops outside.
House trained. Like it.
Yeah.
Good for them. I could see them having a pet human though. I could see that actually.
Mhm.
Okay. Were those it?
That's it.
Those are the things.
Those are the things.
Should we dive back into this finale, see if there's an extinction event of some sort?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. We'll see you then after the extinction of the dinosaurs. Well, the dinosaurs are extinct.
Yeah.
Not quite yet.
Duh.
They're
But-
getting there though.
They're getting there.
There's no food.
Yeah,
Or
they're dead.
warmth. Or sun.
I'm pretty sure their house was being buried in the snow.
Yeah. And we messed up, listeners. Once again.
Oh.
Well, then we fixed it.
But we fixed it. So what happened was, a fun thing we found out was that the Dinosaurs show ran for 4 seasons, 58 episodes.
Well, 3.5.
Well, it's marked as season 4, first half, second half. kind of thing.
And the second half didn't air as part of the
So the
series.
series finale was episode 58, Changing Nature. And episodes 59 through 65 were filmed but never shown during the show's run on ABC. They were later shown in syndication.
Yeah, so those are kind of bonus episodes.
So they're 7 bonus episodes or whatever.
So people
6.
really missed out.
So when we
on
started watching
George the hippo.
So when we started watching the last episode, we obviously went to 65, Georgie Must Die. So we watched about 11 minutes of that. And I went, this show just got canceled? I feel like they would have ended it. And
Yeah.
then I went, oh, nope, we fucked up. But that was a fun, just quick on Georgie. Let's just do a little bit on Georgie real quick. Hilarious ripped off of Barney. Straight rip
Yeah.
off of Barney.
Had a fun cold open of just baby watching Barney, basically, but it was an orange hippo named Georgie.
Yeah.
What was it like? I hug you, you hug me.
Yep. Yeah, that's exactly it.
And Barney, so then Baby wants to meet Barney, Georgie, damn it, and then the dad, his name Earl, dresses up like Georgie, and then gets sent to prison for
Copyright infringement.
Copyright infringement.
It's like when Homer
This isn't the Simpsons, Joe. We're not,
Simpsons did it.
Yeah, but
Simpsons
basically
When,
time
when he
frame.
works as a Krusty.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm. But so
And then Georgie visits Earl in prison
he goes ape shit on him.
and goes ape shit, and we find out that his real voice is voiced by Ed Asner, aka Santa Claus and Elf.
I didn't know that's what we found out. I didn't realize. I didn't know who that was.
Apparently, in this 4th season, like as I was looking through, looking for a description, like all the episodes have like a special guest.
No, that makes sense.
Because then right around there is when we found out we were screwing it up.
Yeah.
And Earl was being busted out by Jean-Claude, who was voiced as by Tim Curry.
Ooh, really?
Apparently
That's Tim Curry?
Yeah, doing a French accent.
Nice.
And some French lady. The lady probably wasn't French.
I didn't think either one of them were
Ed
really
Asner
French.
is also Carl in Up.
Okay.
If you're into Pixar, I know you are.
Nah.
So yeah, so that
I'm
was
only into people named Carl on The Walking Dead.
we did like a first and random and last.
Yeah, sort of, yeah. Yeah, but so then we immediately, once we discovered our error, we immediately stopped, went to episode 58, Changing Nature, which is the actual finale of the show.
Yeah.
So yeah, we just got a little 10-minute bonus.
A little
in there.
sidetracked. Could be a first and lasty for fucked up.
Best,
Time will tell.
Best random bit of
Tune
show.
in.
It's too soon, man. It's too soon. Jimmy, do you have something to read about this?
Yes.
Cool. Get it.
Hold on. What is it? 58.
8. Sounded like you were ready.
7,
You're obviously not.
8. The family. What is it? Changing Nature. The family prepares to celebrate the return of the Bunch Beetles, who arrive back on Pangea every May 14th to eat the rapidly growing cider poppies. This year, however, they fail to arrive, and it soon emerges that We Say So built a wax fruit factory on top of their mating ground and killed the species. Without the bunch beetles to eat them, the cider poppies quickly begin to overrun the continent. More concerned with bad publicity than any threat to the ecosystem, BP Richfield, who's the Triceratops boss, who's voiced by I wrote it down. Sherman Hemsley, who's the guy who's George from the Jeffersons.
Ah, got it. That's
Anyway.
why it sounds familiar.
Yep. Richfield chooses Earl to take care of the problem. Earl, eager to quickly get rid of the poppies instead of looking for a long-term solution, chooses to spray everywhere with defoliant, which is a poison. Although this succeeds in getting rid of the cider poppies, it also manages to destroy all plant life on the entire planet. Deciding that rain is needed to bring back the plants, Richfield decides to drop bombs in every volcano, reasoning that the clouds will produce rain. Instead, the volcanoes produce thick black clouds, blocking out the sun and plunging the planet into an ice age. Earl finally realizes what a mistake he made by tampering with nature and taking it for granted. However, it is too late. He apologizes to his family for ending the world, but promises that dinosaurs will not just disappear. The Sinclairs agree that they will remain a family no matter what happens, as the house begins to be buried by snow. So this says on Wikipedia that the episodes were aired out of the order that they were shot in. So this was maybe the actual finale.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That would have been in the second half.
This was the actual finale, and then all the other ones that were after that, when it became in syndication later that year, that's when the other ones kind of came on. If you see.
The world
But
missed out on Georgie.
Daddy was in charge of the Earth, and he messed up, and now everybody's gonna die.
Yep.
Yeah, them polar bears.
They eat polar bears. I don't think
Floating
they're good
on
with
floating on there.
There literally was like a nuclear holocaust, essentially, almost in this show.
It was man-made, man.
Because they showed they showed the Earth, and just like bombs going off.
Oh yeah,
because
because they were trying to blow up the volcanoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
because that's where they thought clouds came from.
Mhm.
The
I love
ash
that the
clouds.
dinosaurs had bombs. Like, what?
I mean, they had TV and stuff. So
Yeah, I suppose that's the next step past TV is bombs.
TV then bombs.
very impressed, and mostly just really surprised about the this show's social / like environmental consciousness.
Yeah, they really went in
consciousness.
on it. It was the whole episode was that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like, look at these ridiculous decisions that we're going to make.
Mm-hmm.
We're making them now as people.
Yeah.
Wait,
This
what?
progress versus ecosystem.
Because remember, wax fruit doesn't grow on trees.
That is a pretty solid line.
It was pretty good. They were like defending because the company that killed all the bunch beetles and killed their swamp was Fruit Co. and they made wax fruit.
Mm-hmm.
Wax fruit factory.
There was a couple really good
Factory.
lines in this.
It's a great show. This show's good. It's good. It's like in it. Yeah, the first episode was just like funny, you know.
Yeah.
And like a dad trying to deal with his family and being just ridiculous about being the king.
Kind of like Family Matters.
And then but then unlike Family Matters, this last episode was good.
It was pretty bleak. Like,
I mean,
Yeah.
but
the jokes
pretty
kind of
messed
dried
up.
up after a while.
but there were still like those like
Yikes.
jokes every once in a while. But it
Yeah.
wasn't like slapstick jokes
Mm-hmm.
where like the baby wasn't like hitting the dad or grandma
Yeah.
was there though.
Yeah.
Got some grandma.
Mm-hmm.
Excited about that.
Baby didn't age, so that was a plus for me.
I'm so upset about that.
I don't think anybody aged.
No.
I don't think anybody moved at all in time.
I mean, when Jim Henson makes your puppets and then dies, those are just your puppets now.
Yeah, they're just like, we can't make more puppets.
I
The
feel-
puppet man's
I
dead.
feel really bad that I said that.
Why, man? People die.
People die every day.
Someone died right now.
I don't know how to follow that.
Well, you don't have to. It's true. It's fine.
I had something and it's gone.
What would you think
Puppets.
about that?
Oh, okay. So while I was scrolling through the scripts,
Mhm.
saw some fun things, one is that there's an episode called The Clip Show, and I just want to watch that episode.
Yeah. That seems great. We should just start a show where we just watch the clip show of every show.
You guys could, if you want to
How
have,
do we have?
it could just be you two guys doing
FNL
that.
Clip Show podcast.com.
Why would that be a thing you want to do?
I don't know. Okay, but then what pisses me off is that there is an episode titled Terrible Twos. So this kid is aging, but he's
Looks
like
exactly the same.
but it's the exact same thing. Like in this episode, the finale, he's like in one of those like high chair things with like the baby like table on it.
Yeah. You wanted him to
Or
be
he's
like
eating.
walking around.
Yeah, I wanted him not to be the exact same baby. 3 years later.
I'm happy with his age.
Oh yeah, I bet you are.
I thought he did a great job. Joe, you're being quiet.
Yeah.
I feel like you got a lot of thoughts.
I don't know,
Or
man.
you're working through it in your head or something.
It kind of bummed me out.
Oh,
Are you like
it's still too real?
Are you like thinking about your own mortality right now or
Oof,
something?
yeah, man. The dinosaurs only lasted for however many million years.
65 million.
65 million years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were.
But 65 million
around
before that too.
2000
Earl
years.
Sinclair made me think of the
Your inevitable
the
demise.
fragility of our society, man.
Mm.
Existential.
Should we just
Dread.
solve?
There was like a ton of global warming stuff, climate change stuff on NPR today, to and from work. And this is really, it's pretty real.
It's really
today.
hitting the spot.
Yeah.
And this is what 1990 something. When did the show
91
start?
to 94.
Yeah,
So
this
this
is
is
This last
1994.
episode is June of 94.
So like most people still think that like global warming's like not real at that point, right?
Unfortunately, most people now still think that, Joe.
That's a good point. But yeah, they're
Oh,
talking
boy.
about like the Richmond Triceratops boss guys like it's raining acid, whatever, blah blah blah. It's like, oh damn. Like they knew about acid rain in the early 90s, you know.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the Mr.
Like,
Richfield
they
also
knew about
thought
the
that
hole in the ozone.
Mr. Richfield also said, "Let's nuke the volcanoes because when they blow up, they make clouds."
Yeah, checks out.
I mean,
I've seen it.
an ash cloud.
Seen it happen.
Been near an erupting volcano.
I mean, technically, there's different kinds of eruptions, you know. Not all of them erupt. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter right now.
Sure, Jimmy.
But yeah, I've technically seen an erupting volcano.
I feel like we need to cheer Joe up or something like that.
Yeah, Joe, what do you need, man?
I don't know, guys.
Listen-
you need some Karate Kid,
Just cue the end music.
Oh.
but like slow it way down. And
and just have like a thing of someone just crying. Yeah. Well, let's go through our predictions then. Since Joe's so butthurt, sad.
So butt sad.
oh man,
Most of mine were wrong, but let's go through them anyway. Number 1, early humans are a menace. No humans. Not even in our
in the
extra-sode. Fake-isode, like that.
Thank you.
Arthur lives with them. That was a wild card. Didn't happen.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
didn't.
And then my 3 children predictions. No like exposition really on what Robbie or Charlene are doing.
We have no.
They don't seem to
clue.
have moved at all or done anything.
Yeah, like
Um,
The Simpsons.
But
Yeah.
most importantly, baby has not changed at all.
Yeah, that's true.
And that was one of them.
Mm-hmm.
So one.
I'm gonna read this one verbatim as I wrote it down, and it says, "Meteor doesn't come, but climate change starts an ice age, hailing extinction." So, that's like 5 points right there.
That's one prediction. That's one prediction.
You're like 1.25.
And then I have that Earl like is a manager at the logging company, which I guess he's some sort of higher up, right? He makes decisions.
He was on the task force.
He's on the task force.
It's not like he's on the task force to like save the world.
Yeah, it seems like a big deal.
Well, not
He's a
big-
middle
not
manager
that
for
big
sure.
a deal because they just bombed volcanoes.
He's the one that stepped up, you know.
To kill everybody.
I have that Robbie's going to college, but we didn't get what the kids were doing, and that they have a pet, but we didn't see a pet.
No, they have a
1.25.
grandma.
They got a grandma.
1.25.
She was giving you
No,
1 point.
wait, what? Why is it?
Is it 2?
I guess like the point in contention of is Earl a manager or not, and I think he is.
Well, if he thinks he is, then I guess we got to give it to him.
Yeah, those are the rules.
All right, Joe, 2.
Cool.
Good job, Joe. Way to go.
I win dinosaurs.
Jimmy
Oh,
has to go
man.
still.
Okay. My number 1 predicts Grandma is there, and they're moving her out. She was there, but it did not seem like she was going anywhere.
Well, they're all going to hell.
Yeah.
Dinosaur hell.
Cold, cold dinosaur hell.
Number 2 is the baby is older - toddler.
Wrong. Move on.
Technically true. The baby was older.
Oh,
Number
shut
3
your
is
mouth.
Earl has a new job, but Roy is boss of trees. And neither of those things.
Oh yeah, I
appear to
forgot
be.
that. Oh no, we didn't see Roy.
We did too.
Roy
Yeah, Roy
was
is
in
the
the
friend.
Georgie episode.
Wait, isn't Roy who you're talking about?
Oh no, we did see Roy.
Yeah, Roy.
Was
we
the
saw Roy.
manager? Who did you say was the manager?
Earl.
Oh yeah, I'll give you a point for that.
Yeah, exactly.
He was the head of the task force.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about Roy.
Yeah, we did see Roy a little bit in this one. I
But
forgot.
but he wasn't
He's
saying
the
that.
BFF.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it. So 0 points for me. So,
Good.
You know, if we were counting like first episode points, like
oh, that's right.
you were pretty spot on with the synopsis.
You
of the
know,
first episode.
But I think so. I think when I first got Hulu, like a couple of years ago, Dinosaurs were on it, and I watched that first episode,
Okay.
thinking like I'm gonna blast through all of Dinosaurs, and I never watched a
You're like,
single other
I just got
episode.
Hulu. What am I gonna watch? I know Dinosaurs.
Yeah. And I watched one episode of that, and then went back to Netflix for like a year.
So now, do you think you're gonna blast through Dinosaurs?
Nice segue. It's pretty good. It's pretty funny.
A lot more like serious at times than I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah.
But it has a hard
Yeah.
time of keeping its like comedy while it's being serious.
I wonder if it's just that last
Sure.
episode though that gets serious about it, and if the rest of it's just like
That would make sense.
I don't. I mean, I don't
snarky
know.
jokes.
Even the tiny bit of the Georgie Must Die episode we saw, like it was like funny, but it was like getting like they were talking about copyright infringement and
yeah,
like he was
getting,
threatening him in.
cheek,
it was getting weird.
which
So
was great. 'cause
I
it was
kind of
just
feel
Barney.
like this show might have a hard time of like balancing its serious and comedy. Like it has to stop one to do the other.
Uh huh.
I mean, that makes sense.
What do you think, Jimmy?
I think, yeah, I'm for it.
You're for
I'm
it?
for it. I'm not against it.
That's fair. Because if you weren't for it, you would be against it. There's no middle ground here.
Not on first and last, bitches.
You have middle ground, you get crushed like grape.
Gross.
Anyways,
Joe?
I'm intrigued. I worry a little bit that some of the characters might get annoying, like the baby or Earl himself. Like I think like a lot of the side characters are super funny. Like in this one, the Bunch Beetle, and in the first one, the guy that he was gonna eat.
Arthur.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I can see the like family
Yeah.
almost like kind of getting old
Mm-hmm.
because I don't think they'll grow.
Yeah. And like I think like the world that they've built is funny. Like
Yeah.
all the Howard Hand Up Me stuff is funny, I think.
That took me a long time to get. The newscaster is named Howard Hand Up Me. I'll let you guys figure that
He's
one
a
out for
puppet.
yourselves. Ah, you did it. You told him. You told
I
him.
said it.
You told him.
Everyone knows.
Joe said it like 4 times in a row, and then finally I was like, "Oh, I get it," because he's a puppet.
You're trying to like think of the dinosaur pun.
I don't know. I don't know what I was trying to figure out. I was like, "There's a pun here," but not. I won't think of the obvious
There's more
one.
to this.
There's definitely more to the hand up me.
Mm.
I think I said H
Ew.
and up me, and I was like, "Oh, I get it." And I was like, how did I get it from that?
I don't know.
I don't know.
What do you think, Jash?
Joe's made me like try to. I feel like Joe's so sad about this. I don't know why he's making me be like, do I really want to watch this show?
Maybe. Maybe not.
I feel like this show has some really good potential on those side characters, and I do know that The Baby Watch is a really funny TV show, so I'm definitely interested in watching some more.
Yeah. It seems like
Of
he's
these
got
episodes.
a lot of stuff like that.
But I could definitely see this being a show that I would watch 4 or 5 episodes, and then I would kind of just forget it exists for a year or two.
Mm-hmm.
And be like, oh yeah, dinosaurs, and then watch like 1 or 2 again, and then
Yeah, but Fran, man. Jessica Walter.
yeah, that's great. But I would just watch Arrested Development.
That's very fair.
Fran didn't strike me as like a funny character.
No.
I bet she doesn't get a lot of funny lines or anything.
She's just kind of like she's the enforcer when it comes to Earl being mean to the baby and
Right.
being stubborn about the family or something. So
Yeah,
Mm.
kind of
She's
strikes me like they do that for like Charlene too. That it's like really you're gonna get the comedy out of like Earl the baby and Robbie.
I think they should have had a side thing with Fran where she was like trying to get her own job, and then in the last season, the last episode, they move
to like follow Fran's
to
dream.
follow Fran's dream.
And then like we don't see Robbie anymore just because he's like gone, unexplained.
Yeah.
He's now a lion.
And they have a neighbor named Wilson. They should have done that.
I'd watch that dinosaur season.
Oh man, what if each season of Dinosaurs they just like mimicked a different like
Different other sitcom
Yeah.
of
Like,
people.
season
but
one
it's
is-
dinosaurs.
Season 1 is like The Simpsons. Season 2 is like The Cosby Show. Like,
I would like to see, because they obviously are like not very like afraid to make fun of things, you know, and go and just literally be the exact same as it. So I'd like to see if they did more things like make fun of Barney, but they did other things that were
like
relevant
other
then.
parodies or yeah.
So that interested me. But
Yeah.
all right, I think we all kind of are interested, but
Yeah.
still a little middle of the road in a way. Jimmy, you seem the most enthusiastic.
Yeah, let's watch episode 2.
I think I was more enthusiastic before we started. And
I'm
then
remembering-
Joe brought me down.
Well, happy birthday, Josh.
I'm remembering some sort of episode where like Robbie's becoming a werewolf. It's kind of like Teen Wolf.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Like,
I think you just think that because he's wearing a Letterman's jacket.
Maybe. I'm just conflating the two. Oh man.
You're just thinking of Michael J. Fox. Or Michael Jackson
Or the one where
in Thriller.
Charlene gets special powers and has to kill were dinosaurs. Dino pyres.
Oh.
The Buffy rebuff episode. That didn't happen. Joe, where can people find us on the interwebs?
First and last.
Nope. It's actually mostly wrong.
F&L Podcast on Twitcher,
Stitcher.
on Stitcher.
Stitcher, Twitcher, and Face
I
Mail.
forgot the things that were on FNL.
Gaggle,
So
Thatcher.
it's F&L Podcast when you're looking on Twitter and Gmail
And Facebook.
On Facebook.
and Facebook. Is it F&L Podcast there? It's not first and last?
Facebook.com/FNL podcast.
Yeah. It's only
Cool.
first and last on the podium.
It's only our actual name on Podium.
Otherwise,
Yeah.
it's FN.
Well, we are
I'm trying to
first.
think of like what like
We are
helpful
first.
hints. If you're already listening to this podcast, like where do you need to find us? Like go like us on Facebook, I guess.
Gotta go give us those 5 stars.
Go like us on
like
Facebook.
and subscribe.
Follow us on Twitter. We tweet a daily joke.
Great. Now we have to start tweeting jokes.
I mean,
That's a lot of pressure, Joe.
we don't technically have any. We have videos on the YouTubes, but it's just the audio version. But thumbnails are fun. I make fun thumbnails now.
Yeah, that's fun.
That's new. That's a season 2 thing, right?
It
did it
started
start-
kind of halfway through season 1 that I started making different thumbnails.
Oh, it's been that long already.
Well, it's been like 10 episodes, whatever. So
All right.
if you like fun thumbnails, check our YouTube channel out.
Thumbnails.
Thumbnails.
Yeah, you can stare at the screen and listen to our podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Don't blink.
Don't
Or
you
else
might
the
miss
podcast
something.
ends. It just turns off.
Every
right.
time you blink, it pauses, or it goes back to the beginning.
That's some fucking terrifying technology shit going on right
man.
there. All right. Well, hey, everybody. Thanks for watching. Find us on those things. Rate us 5 stars. Stare at our thumbnails. Sorry, our thumbnails. And, do all those jazzy things. We'll see you next week for another episode. Won't be as good. Won't be my birthday, but that's fine. But until then, have a warm, non-Holocaust-y nuclear winter week. Was that too much?
Yeah.
Try to reduce your carbon footprint.
Yeah, be good. Just be good to those bunt
Be good
beetles.
to the world, the bunch,
The bunches.
the bunters,
Okay, bye.
Bunch of beetles.